Am I the jerk for cutting off my daughter after she slept with her sister's husband? They say blood is thicker than water, but what happens when that blood is tainted by the ultimate betrayal? I said after my last update that I would come back one last time once things had settled down a bit, so this will be my final post. First, thank you to everyone who commented on my last 2 posts. I read and replied to more comments than I expected. Some of them were difficult to read, but they gave me a lot to think about. To answer the question I saw the most, Chloe's son is definitely her husband's. Chloe is white, her husband is black, and their son is mixed race, so there was never any question about that. The divorces are still going ahead. Nothing has been finalized yet, but neither couple is trying to work things out anymore. A lot of people also asked about my sisters. Yes, they knew about the affair before Emma found out. They admitted they stayed quiet because they thought it was a family matter and hoped it would end before anyone got hurt. I understand why they thought that, but I cannot agree with it. Emma spent years being lied to while people around her knew the truth. I have decided to cut both of my sisters out of my life. I don't know if that will be forever, but they have broken my trust. Over the last few weeks, I have spoken to both of my daughters separately. I asked Emma if enough time had passed for her to even think about talking to Chloe. She said no. She told me she is not waking up angry anymore, but that does not mean she is forgiving her. She said she accepted that the truth was always going to come out eventually. The only thing she could control was what she did after she found out. She also said she has no interest in having a sister anymore. As for her husband, she told me she has made one thing very clear. She will only respond if it is about the children or the divorce. Everything else gets ignored. What surprised me was that he has not stopped trying. He has sent long apology messages, videos about forgiveness, and even Bible verses. None of us are religious, so that confused all of us. He keeps saying she was the only woman he has ever loved, and then he made one terrible mistake. But Emma found out he had spent 15 nights at Chloe's house. Emma has not replied to any of those messages. I also found out something Chloe never told me. In my last update, I said Chloe told me the only message Emma sent before blocking her was that she was no longer her sister. That was not true. Emma later showed me the messages. Before Emma sent that final text, Chloe had blamed her for what happened. She told Emma that maybe if she had paid more attention to her marriage, things would have been different. She also said that if her husband had felt happier at home, he would not have looked somewhere else. Reading those messages made me feel sick. When I confronted Chloe, she admitted she had sent them. She said she was angry, desperate, and trying to make herself feel less guilty. She told me she regretted sending them almost immediately, but by then, Emma had already blocked her. Chloe also told me she is moving to Washington once everything is finalized so she can stay close to her son, and Chloe does not want to be too far away from her child. She admitted she had tried contacting Emma's husband after everything came out, but he never answered any of her messages. She eventually stopped trying. She also told me she knows she will never get her old life back, but she hopes moving will give her a chance to start over. I told her that starting over does not erase what happened. She agreed. A lot of people asked if I have forgiven Chloe. I have not. I still love her because she is my daughter, but I do not trust her anymore. And right now, we do not have a relationship. Maybe that changes one day. Maybe it does not. I honestly do not know. This whole situation has changed our family forever. Emma lost her husband and her sister. Chloe lost her marriage, her relationship with her sister, and most of her family. My sisters lost me because they chose to stay quiet. This will be my last update. I hope one day all of us can find some peace, even if we never become a family again. If I missed out some details, I will respond in the comments. Thank you, Reddit.